the tapes are back. Off they go, away they go, and Golan Way jumped off okay for the Jardine Lloyd Thompson Handicap hurdle over the best part of 3¼ miles. They're heading towards the first. Riptide touches down from Golan Way, and Raslan in between horses. Stowe on the inside in the pale blue with the red seams, and then comes Laustrabad in 5th spot. Petit Four is next. Carlbeg Castle. Dorset Square just seemed to get short of room towards the rear of the field there, was shuffled along briefly. Faltering Fullback is in the first 7 or 8 as well on the outside, tracked there by Oscar Go in the orange colours. Then the blue and red check jacket have got attitude as the runners climb the hill. On his outside in the pink cap is Battle Group and Tom Scudamore. Just behind them on the outside is Don't Push It, with Dorset Square and Cantlow held up, the green cap on the inner. My Shamwari restrained at the back of the field then with Define as they go over the first flight down the back straight. And Define is a faller and hampers Counting House. Nasty looking fall there for Define, and just held up Rossmore Lad, and also towards the rear as well on the green jacket there is Red Not Blue. I just want to make sure that Andrew Lynch is up on his feet okay. He looks to be a bit winded, heading off down towards the next flight. Number 3 on the far side of the course. Golan Way, Raslan and Stowe the leaders. Golan Way striding out by 3 to 4 lengths then from Raslan. Also prominent on the outside is Riptide for Sam Jones in the white jacket. Golan Way jumped that very nimbly indeed. All the other runners streaming over it okay. And just behind the main group then, Oscar Go is covered up in the middle of the field in the orange jacket, white cap for Ruby Walsh in about 12th position at this stage. And I'm delighted to report that Andrew Lynch is up on his feet all right following that fall from Define. Going across the top of the hill then towards the 4th flight. Golan Way from Raslan. In 3rd place then is Riptide. Just behind them, Cantlow getting a bit closer. Petit Four there, Carlbeg Castle and Battle Group not too far behind them either as they make their way towards the downhill stretch of the track. Faltering Fullback in the middle of the field at this stage for Barry Geraghty as the field becomes a little bit more strung out now. Don't Push It is also in the rear 3rd now, but travelling comfortably enough as you'd expect, just tracking Oscar Go. Also towards the rear, Dorset Square, My Shamwari, Rossmore Lad, Red Not Blue and Counting House restrained at the back for Paddy Power winning jockey Timmy Murphy as they head down the hill towards the 5th flight. Golan Way racing enthusiastically today and still leads them by 3 to 4 lengths from Raslan, with Riptide on his outside. Then comes Laustrabad together with on the inside Stowe. Tracked there by Cantlow, races in 6th spot for Dominic Ellsworth as they take the next downhill flight. Tracking is Petit Four. And then comes on the inside Carlbeg Castle, the white jacket with the blue stars as they take the turn towards the rear of the inside. Then is still the cheap piece runner, Got Attitude towards the middle of the field there with Oscar Go, Don't Push It, Dorset Square. Rossmore Lad getting a little bit closer up the inside. My Shamwari content to wait. So too is Red Not Blue and Counting House at the back of the field. Good luck leap there by Golan Way again. And the whole field jumped that flight particularly well. It was number 7. They've got to do it all again here in the Jardine Lloyd Thompson Handicap hurdle. Golan Way is up by about 8 lengths now as he leads them up the hill. Raslan in turn is 2 lengths to the good over Riptide in 3rd. 3 lengths away to Stowe and Laustrabad, separated by about a neck. Then comes Cantlow. Petit Four is on his tail. Then comes Battle Group's pink cap. Oscar Go, Faltering Fullback, Carlbeg Castle. Then still behind these on the outside is Don't Push It with My Shamwari and Got Attitude. Still towards that rear 3rd of the group. Rossmore Lad on the inside of Dorset Square, then Red Not Blue and 3 lengths back to Counting House as they take that next downhill flight. Counting House over it there in the back of the field, just managed to get into a good stride there. Looked for a moment as though he met it wrong, but he's all right. They're making their way down to the hill then towards the next flight on the far side, number 9. And racing very wide of the others on the rear of the field there is Red Not Blue. Andy Thornton taking a view about the ground here clearly. But it's still Golan Way in front. He leads the main group by about 3 lengths now. Driven in 2nd now is Riptide, getting close to Laustrabad. Still right up there is Raslan. Cantlow is creeping closer all the time. Followed then by Stowe, and Carlbeg Castle is a faller at the back of the field on the inside. Dennis Hogan. So making their way towards the flight at the top of the hill, which is 4 from the finish. Golan Way still yet to be headed here. From Raslan on the inside, then on the outer is Riptide and Cantlow continuing to travel nicely. Stowe on the inner is being shaken up. Getting closer, Petit Four. Then on the wide outside, My Shamwari's made up real smooth headway for Richard Johnson in the pinkish jacket. He's going ever so well there as they make their way towards the top part of the track, and it's downhill from here on in before they turn to the home straight. Golan Way tackled now by Petit Four. My Shamwari and Cantlow in third and fourth place. Cantlow shaken up now for the first time. Then on the inner is Raslan. Red Not Blue is getting into it on the outside for Andy Thornton. Oscar Go has also made good headway on the heels of the leaders, and Ruby's travelling well in the orange colours. Then Rossmore Ladd is also getting into it. He's off the pace there in the pale green cap. A lot of chances. Coming down then towards the next flight of hurdles, and it's Golan Way who's still in front, but Petit Four a big danger on his outside as they took that third last. My Shamwari, Oscar Go now moving into fourth place. Cantlow has just weakened slightly past there by Rastan. Here's the second last, and it's Petit Four and Golan Way together. Then comes My Shamwari, followed by Oscar Go. Dorset Square has made good headway on the outside, travelling very strongly indeed. Raslan is in sixth place. They're turning for home, and it's Petit Four and Sam Twiston Davis. He's been off the track a long time. Can he hold on? He's coming up the hill to the final flight. Oscar Go in the clear together with on the near side Dorset Square, a bit short of room. Three together over the last, and it's Petit Four from Dorset Square and Oscar Go. Up the climb they come here. 100 yards or so left to go. Dorset Square laying it down to Petit Four. Dorset Square under maximum pressure. Petit Four gallantly trying to defy him. Petit Four, Dorset Square. What a finish. It's a real head bobber. Dorset Square just from Petit Four, possibly. Back in third was Oscar Go. Rastan was fourth. Then came My Shamwari in fifth. Maybe didn't stay. And look at Don't Push It staying on really encouragingly. He took sixth.
After 3 miles, 1.5 furlongs of the old course at Cheltenham, the finish of the meeting so far. And it goes to Ireland. Willie Mullins' second victory of the Paddy Power Open 2011. Dorset Square has won in the hands of Danny Mullins. Mullins family excelling. Patrick scoring yesterday. Danny today. There's the verdict on the line. Photograph call, but no doubt Dorset Square has prevailed from Petit Four, who's returned to form with a vengeance off a good mark today. Pair clear of Oscar Go, who did very well for once, so inexperienced and travelled really strongly. And Raslan has run on to deprive My Shamwari of fourth place. Good old Raslan indeed. Dorset Square, who'd been running in France, back to a more conventional race today, and he has won for the Mullins team.
One of the most exciting races over the 2 days. He thoroughly proved his stamina, which I had a slight issue with. He got it really well, and a driving finish. Got the best of a rejuvenated Petit Four. First run for 605 days, as you say, well handicapped in the pick of his form, and he's run a cracker. An excellent run by the inexperienced Oscargo, who he will be a chaser sooner rather than later, but he clearly can win hurdle races off the mark he's off. And again, it was just a cracking renewal, but a driving finish and another one for the Irish.
Whose horses, of course, as you know, Steve, are badly handicapped when they come in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Here is the result of the photo finish for first place. First, number 13, Dorset Square.
Exactly. Golan Way, first of all, started today, which I'm pleased, because it was unusual what happened last time out. He wasn't helped by getting hampered with the circuit run, and it was a pretty good run under top.